It has been a very quiet transfer window for the Reds so far, despite our rivals doing big business throughout. A lot of fans are starting to feel frustrated. However, in today's video, we have some huge Liverpool transfer news from David Ornstein. We will go over this whilst going over all the latest Liverpool news from the past 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video. So as always, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool's second youngest debutant, Rio Ngumoha, was part of first team training ahead of the Champions League clash at PSV. But the 16-year-old is not eligible to play. Ngumoha has been involved in several first team training sessions so far this season and was again at the AXA training centre on Tuesday before the squad jetted off to the Netherlands. But the 16-year-old, who made his debut against Accrington Stanley in the FA Cup, was not named in 21-man squad for Wednesday's game as he is ineligible to feature. Liverpool would have been required to register Ngumoha as part of List A for the competition, as he did not meet the criteria for List B, while an unlimited number of players born on or after January 1st, 2003 can be named on List B for the Champions League as late as the night before any fixture. They must have been at the club for an uninterrupted period of 2 years. And with Ngumoha having only joined Liverpool from Chelsea in September of this year, he would instead have needed to take a spot in the 25-man senior squad, List A. Both Trey Nyoni, 17, and Amara Nallo, 18, were registered on List A for the same reason, with the pair having signed from Leicester and West Ham respectively in 2023. They are both in the squad to face PSV on Wednesday and will be in contention to feature after Arne Slot left 9 senior players on Merseyside. Liverpool could, in theory, add Ngumoha to their Champions League squad when the registration window opens for the knockout stages later in the season, with only 24 players currently on List A. But more realistically, the youngster will not be required either way, as though he often trains with the senior squad, he is still considered a player for the academy. Ngumoha has made the majority of his appearances this season for Mark Bridge-Wilkinson's U18s, but he has also played a role in the UEFA Youth League campaign and recently debuted for the U21s. David Ornstein provides huge Liverpool transfer update as window nears closure. Renowned football journalist David Ornstein has delivered a major update regarding Liverpool's stance on striker Darwin Nunes amid growing speculation about his future. Recent reports suggested that Saudi Pro League side Al Nassr had shown interest in signing the 25-year-old forward, but Liverpool have made it clear that they have no intention of sanctioning a move at this stage of the transfer window. The Reds remain fully focused on their objectives for the season and view Nunes as a crucial part of Arne Slot's attacking setup. While interest in Nunes is expected to intensify in the summer, with several clubs likely to explore a potential deal, Liverpool are not currently considering any offers. The Uruguayan striker, who has shown flashes of brilliance since his arrival at Anfield, remains a key player as the club pushes for success in multiple competitions during the second half of the campaign. With the transfer deadline approaching, Liverpool's priority is to maintain squad stability and ensure they have the necessary firepower to compete for major honours. As things stand, Nunes is set to remain a key figure in their plans, but the situation could evolve in the coming months as clubs prepare for summer negotiations. What are your thoughts on this? There is no doubt there is a player in Nunes, a quality one for sure, but there is so much inconsistency in him, as well as his fiery attitude, which can be great but can also work against him, as we've seen on multiple occasions during his Liverpool spell. However, he can be great, especially off the bench when we need him the most. Keeping him is surely the right decision for now, and if the intention is to sell, hopefully he can find some form so we can potentially recuperate some of that investment we spent on him. But let me know your thoughts on this down below. Before we get into the next story, if you are enjoying today's video, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, Arne Slot declares Liverpool are definitely working on summer transfers. With another quiet transfer window almost complete for Liverpool, Arne Slot has declared the Reds are definitely working on deals for the summer. Assuming there are no incomings during the final days of the January window, Liverpool will have signed just one player in the last 3 transfer periods, not including Georgi Mamardashvili. That incoming came in the form of Federico Chiesa for just an initial £10 million. The Reds' inactivity is set to end in the summer though, with Slot admitting Liverpool are definitely working on strengthening in the summer. Speaking to the BBC, the head coach said, "Liverpool should always be competing for a league title. We should always be competing for the Champions League. I'm hoping I will be able to keep the club at that level. I know people sometimes question this because they haven't seen us doing a lot in the transfer market in the summer and now in the winter as well. There's a reason for that, because we're happy with the squad." But I do know we're definitely working on strengthening in the summer. While we don't expect Liverpool to sign any players in the remaining days of the January window, there could still be some outgoings. Kaide Gordon could leave on loan, having returned early from his previous spell at Norwich, while Dominic Cornes, who spent last season at Swiss club Sport, could also look for an exit. Meanwhile, Stefan Bajcetic has been linked with a change of loan club. The Spaniard's spell at Red Bull Salzburg hasn't gone to plan, with manager Pep Lijnders having left and the 20-year-old starting just 2 of their last 6 league matches. At the weekend, local Tenerife newspaper Atlántico Hoy now claim that Las Palmas are in the process of closing a deal to sign Bajcetic on loan. Merseyside source Dave Ockop has added to the rumours by reporting that the deal is now done with Las Palmas to send him to Gran Canaria for the rest of the season. More established reporters are yet to respond to the claims. Darwin Nunes has been the subject of interest and of exorbitant wage offers from Saudi Arabia, but the Reds have no intention of selling him at this stage in the window, wrote The Athletic's David Ornstein. Finally, Liverpool head coach Arne Slot admits he has broken with his usual preparation methods by planning for 2 matches at the same time after naming a weakened squad against PSV Eindhoven. His Champions League leaders, the only team to win all 7 matches, are guaranteed to finish no lower than second, and having assessed the potential implications for the last 16, he decided the return to his homeland was a game he could gamble on. Saturday's trip to high-flying Bournemouth is the most significant fixture this week, as Liverpool look to maintain their 6-point lead at the top, and for that reason he has left 9 of the team who beat Ipswich 4-1 at home. Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Alisson Becker, Ibrahima Konate, Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister and Luis Diaz have all been given Wednesday off in order to have some much-needed downtime, with this the 8th game of 9 in 27 days. Defender Joe Gomez has also remained at home after returning to training, having missed 7 matches with a hamstring injury. Slot was asked if he was scared at the prospect of facing the Dutch champions and current Eredivisie leaders without most of his major stars. I wouldn't say I'm scared. It took me a while to understand this new format, but I am 100% sure it doesn't matter at all if we end up 1 or 2. The result has no importance, he said. We play PSV, and then Bournemouth, and then Tottenham in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. I'm especially working on PSV and Bournemouth, and this is exceptional, as normally I would only be looking at PSV. But I'm looking at Bournemouth as well. All the ones who I left behind could have played tomorrow, but if you look back at our season, almost every 3, 4 or 5 weeks, we gave them a break if there was a moment to give them some freshness back. They will be off tomorrow. If it is possible, we prefer to have them off 3 days before a game, but it is not always possible, and a few staff members will go home earlier on Thursday morning to train those that have stayed behind. That is all for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on today's video and subscribe to the channel for more Liverpool content. Also, let me know your thoughts on today's stories. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.